Welcome back to LatiNation. I'm your host, Humberto Guida. Up next, we catch up with singer-songwriter Aly Tadros. With an infusion of folk, pop, Mexican, and Middle Eastern influences, Aly has utilized her music as a storytelling device that showcases where she's been and where she's going. She's a self-taught multi-instrumentalist who creates a brand of folk music that pushes the boundaries of the genre. Now, while her music can be serious, precise, and focused, she's a down-to-earth woman who also knows how to enjoy life, which she continues to do right here on LatiNation.
Sessions is presented by McDonald's.
Hey, I'm Aly Tadros. I am a singer-songwriter. I play indie folk.
And there's a beep up the street like do-do-do, do-do-do. Garbage trucks preaching their blues.
So my background is Egyptian mostly and American. My mom is Irish, but I grew up in Laredo, Texas on the Mexican border. So I sometimes say I'm Mexican by association. When I was growing up, it was 99.4% Latino. So I basically grew up right on the border of Mexico. I grew up speaking Spanish and English in the home, and yeah, that definitely found its way into my music.
I'm a whim, just a whim. I'm a passing thought in the mind of the man that I love.
I was 17, and a guy that I had a crush on was playing at an open mic at a little cafe called Espumas. And so I went out and bought my first guitar because I thought it would get me a boyfriend. It didn't work out, but I kept the guitar with me while I was traveling, and as I was traveling around the world, I slowly taught myself how to play the guitar. I mean, I didn't get the boyfriend, but I got the career, so I think it worked out okay. My records have been crowdfunded, totally independent release, so that means that my fans have actually helped me release the record. We do that by pre-ordering, setting up pre-orders of the record. So this entire album was paid for by people paying for the record before it was actually even made. So Hungry Ghost was recorded in Woodstock, New York over the course of several months. It was produced by a guy named Kevin Salem. He's worked with Ryuichi Yamagata, Yola Tango, and Mike Doty. I produced the record alongside him, and it was a really great experience. After all the years I put into playing live, it was my first time really feeling like I'd come into my own leading the band.
This is how you find your way into her heart.
The title is borrowed from Buddhism, and it's a metaphor for addiction. And over the years that I was touring and writing and living life on the road, I had a lot of my own, I think, addictions to overcome. I first came across the concept of a hungry ghost a few years ago. There was a book by a doctor, the name of Gabor Mate, and he was working in an addiction clinic in Vancouver, Canada. The realm of hungry ghosts is this concept of Buddhism where there are these ghosts that roam around, and they have huge bellies and tiny pin-sized mouths, and the idea is they can never get enough. And what they try and do is reach for things outside of themselves to fill themselves up. When I came across that concept, I was like in the middle of, I don't know, like 150 shows, you know, in 1 year, and I was touring constantly, and I was drinking 6 nights a week, and it just wasn't enough. And I related to it. I understood, because even though I was doing all of these things that on the surface looked like were really fulfilling, I felt really empty.
In the back of a crowded bar, you will kiss her slow.
If there was one thing, I would say that creating music for me is really cathartic, and my hope is that the joy that I experienced by being able to put it out into the world, I hope that people experience when they listen to it.
This is how